Throne Room Artifacts in Crusader Kings 3. That's what this 69th Dev Diary is about. And it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Let's go through the beauty together. So there are a couple of different artifacts which you will be able to put in there. Like there's old tapestries, there's statues, there's chests, all of that. And that is just a selection of them. So within the court, you'll be able to show off the artifacts in your possession, from the smaller artifacts on pedestals and reliquaries, holding the venerated remains of saints, to fine martial weapons, forged or taken, to grand statues or fine furniture. These artifacts can be equipped in a number of slots around the courtrooms for viewing of the ruler and his guests. Below, there's a small selection of smaller artifacts presented on different pedestals befitting the court. You can see here we have a nice book, a tome, a Pratyaharan volume about revelry. Then we have a reliquary containing a piece of the crown of thorns of Jesus. Very nice. And that was very common, right? You can visit, like, in German churches, in old big German churches, they all have some kind of bone or twig that is revered, and that's like below the altar or in the crypt. There is a room, and there these things are still there. So we have a fine urn taken from the Abbasid court. Very, very, very nice. I like the details that this has, and it's just, and the carpets and everything like that. It's so beautiful. I really like the beauty. A chest of valuables made in the finest of ivory. It's like you still see the elephant. No, no. It's just. I mean, look at the detail. It's beautiful. It's just. It wants. I always think. Hopefully, we can like walk around in the throne room or something like that. So, they're writing something about designing artifacts of the Middle Ages. They cover a variety of different categories, small and large, and even to adorn the walls. Creation of these artifacts has gone through a few stages of development. So first you go to research. As you can see, this is research for this ivory chest here. And they've looked at the ivory chests that have been made in history here. Quite a couple of them, some with solid iron, some with gold, copper, bronze maybe, some with really intricate carvings. It's just beautiful. And also different pedestals, different ways of presenting them. And this thing is, of course, really directly entered here, right? It's the same pedestal, but this is the ivory chest. Okay, during this stage, they both look at the aesthetics and historical references they can find and verify. When references are sparse, they try to extrapolate good-looking and aesthetically plausible designs. However, in some cases, like in the Middle East and other areas, there is, for example, close to no and at best sparse levels of statues or paintings of people, also due to colonialism and thievery. Depending on where this can be for religious or cultural reasons, and in those cases, and of course iconoclasm, where other cultures would show human statues, we've instead shifted to the area appropriate symbolisms, patterns, and art. Yeah, I mean, in an Islamic court, you would very rarely find statues of humans or something like that. That would be unthinkable, but we have something here that could be some kind of a monk or a saint. Right, and then that's a marble statue from Southern Europe and an Islamic golden falcon. Animals were okay, just not anything like connected to God. Then the creation of them. While using reference images is an easy task to do, they must also consider the original state of the artifact. So most artifacts you can see here are a little bit older. They may have had really fresh coloring. They may have had things that have dropped from them that were maybe applied with some kind of glue. Things like that. They may have changed their color, like this one has probably not been as yellow as you can see it now. So there's all kinds of things to consider. Since the reference from today could be of a possibly 800 years or more old object, so grime damage and aging needs to be reconsidered and balanced while still keeping the object in a used-looking state. An artifact could still be owned by a ruling family for long enough to become an antique in its own time. You can see here we have an icon-clad cabinet. But don't tell the iconoclasts, as you can see here. Wow, that's just wow. I mean, that this has been preserved is truly a treasure. It's a treasure of old. Then there are dynamic objects, like flags and carpets, maybe. Banners and some other items in the court have shader support to show the ruler's own flair. So they will move, maybe, since they would be made to the ruler's specifications. The banners, oh, yeah. Below, for example, read in the primary title by the held by the ruler to show off the heraldry you have. You can see here, that looks kind of German, and then we have something like, yeah, of course, ducks. The kingdom of ducks. What is a lord without his banner to display his coat of arms? Indeed. There are also tapestries, where they've used a similar system to the clothing shaders to generate interesting patterns and designs to adorn those stone walls in the great halls. And it's really nearly unbelievable that this is computer generated. It looks so good. To me, it looks so nice. This tapestry has like some holy scenes and stuff, and this as well. And you can see, I think I've recognized something from here on the other one, but it might be an original image. It's just fantastic that this is this is presented here, bringing some color to the hard stone walls in the halls. And to think that will be probably part of different cultural groups, that will make some really, really cool effects. I mean, this is clearly Christian. This, I think, as well, but there might be other culture groups involved. I'm really looking forward to that. So, reveling the beauty, happy about the looks. The mechanics are, of course, the most interesting thing, but having the looks support that in such a refined way, it's just making me look forward to Royal Court so much. So, how do you feel about that? What is your favorite artifact here? Let's scroll through that. What is mine? I'm really intrigued by this tapestry. I think it's just magnificent. Either the tapestry or the falcon are the masterworks for me. So, thank you for watching and happy gaming to you. This is Immanuel Can signing out. See you soon and happy gaming.